Hey YouTube, what is going on? We have got 5 Mega Evolutions that are newly announced, can't even wait to talk about them, and their base stats have been calculated by users on Reddit and various other sites, so I'm going to be talking about those and their possible movesets that they could utilize. So first up, I'm just going to jump right into it. We have got Mega Beedrill. I am super excited about this. I've always loved Beedrill. He may not have always been the most viable Pokemon, but he's always looked incredibly cool, and I've always liked using him. But as far as his design goes, he looks very sleek, very fast, and very menacing. I'm really digging his design. I love what Nintendo did here. Game Freak. Can't wait to use it. But as far as his ability goes, he has adaptability, which essentially changes the stab modifier, same type attack boost, from 1.5 to 2 times. So a poison jab is essentially base 120. X-scissor as well is also base 120. So this thing is not going to be hitting things lightly. Every hit is going to be doing a ton of damage. And the reason I say that is looking at his base stats. Of course, for all Mega Evolutions, I won't talk about HP because they will not change, but his base attack is 150. That's insane. And his speed is base 145. He's looking like Deoxys over here with his speed and hitting like a truck like. All this power behind Mega Beedrill is insane. And his defenses aren't really anything to write home about. Base 40 defense, base 80 special defense, and base 15 special attack. You're not using it as a special attacker, so forget about it. Now, his offensive capabilities though. Base 150 attack, base 145 speed, with the ability adaptability. Couple that with Swords Dance, X-scissor, Poison Jab, and I believe he also gets Drill Run. This thing is gonna be a menace. And if he does get knockoff, I'm not 100% on that, but if he does get knockoff, that is just game over. This is gonna be a crazy Mega Evolution. I could even see this thing going uber, honestly. If not with the prevalence of Talonflame and OU, this thing could just stay nicely in OU, but as hard as this thing's gonna hit, and if you can get Talonflame out of the way early, this thing's gonna wreck everything. So really looking forward to this Pokemon though. Regardless of what tier it ends up in, I'm happy to use it. So anyways, next Mega Evolution here, we have got Mega Pidgeot, which is awesome. We got another Generation 1 Mega Evolution. Very excited for it. Its design is very cool. It's got the little pink ribbon and the blue little accents on there. My favorite color is blue, so it looks really good to me. But its ability is going to be No Guard. Now Mega Pidgeot, or Pidgeot rather, has a fairly decent special move pool of Hurricane, Heat Wave, and there's a handful of other moves. Of course, you can have a hidden power, but with Heat Wave and Hurricane having the tendencies to miss, No Guard completely takes care of that, and you're going to hit every one of your attacks guaranteed, which is really nice. And considering its base stats, base 80 attack, not too shabby, base 80 special defense and physical defense, also fairly decent, base 135 special attack, and base 121 speed. This thing is going to be flying around very fast, and it's going to hit hard with that base 135 special attack. And once again, with Heat Wave and Hurricane, it's not at all going to get walled very easily by many Pokemon. So this is really going to be a threatening Pokemon, and of course it's going to maintain its typing of normal flying, so it's going to be immune to the very common Ghost type and ground moves. It's really not a horrible typing. While it doesn't quite have too many moves to utilize for its normal type, I don't think it gets Tri-Attack, but regardless, really looking forward to using this. Hurricane and Heat Wave not missing at all. I give that a thumbs up. I'm looking forward to using something like that. So that's Mega Pidgeot though. I could see it probably like mid UU. Definitely could be in UU, possibly OU. Don't really know, but it's not going to be something to take lightly. So next up here, we have got Mega Steelix. Yes, Mega Steelix is going to exist. We've got this information because of the demo that was released, I believe, in Japan, and I'm pretty sure it's released right now in America as well for specific people who get a code. but nonetheless, his design is amazing. He's got these rainbow crystals coming out of him, and these little shards of steel or rock floating around him. Really looks awesome, and he's got this menacing, angry look on his face that looks like, you know, I'm just gonna roll on top of you, and that'll be the end of it. So, anyways, as far as his ability is, it's not the best in the world. Sand Force, which in the sand he's going to get a decent boost. I believe 1.5 times to ground, rock, and steel moves, which isn't bad because of course he does get stab on 2 of those 3 types. So he does of course maintain his typing of steel ground. His base attack is base 125, also going to be hitting very hard like the others. Base 230 defense, absolutely insane. Couple that with base 75 HP, which is a little bit above average. Really going to be taking physical hits quite well. Its special attack is going to be base 55. Really, you're not going to be using this thing for special attack, so really don't worry about that too much. But special defense has always been somewhat lacking, but it did get a healthy boost to base 95, which is extremely passable for many tiers. And while his speed is only base 30, that's not too much of a big deal considering he does get stab gyro ball, and many things are going to be faster than him. So I could see this thing end up as well in UU, possibly RU at the absolute lowest, but setting up stealth rocks, hitting hard with base 125 attack, and taking hits with his very good defenses. Really looking forward to this. I know I keep saying that, but I just want this game to come out already, because there are so many hype things about all these Mega Evolutions that just make them so viable and very fun to even think about the multiple sets you could pull off with it. So super excited about Mega Steelix. But next up, we have got Mega Glalie. Yes, we have got another Mega Evolution here from Gen 3, and here it is, Mega Glalie. It's going to maintain its typing of pure ice, which is somewhat unfortunate, but it's okay, because it does have the ability Refrigerate, which makes normal type moves ice type moves, and gives them a 1.3 times boost or a life orb boost to those attacks. Now, because they are becoming an ice type move, you will also get stab on them, so all in all it's about a 1.8 times boost to those attacks. Not exactly, that math doesn't entirely check out, but point is, any normal type move you're going to use with Mega Glalie is going to hit really hard. And his design looks like he hasn't really shaved in a while, and that ice has grown through and he becomes a unicorn. Point is, he looks really mad with those red eyes and giant mouth, like he's just going to eat you. You're going to get frostbite, die, and then he'll spit you back out. But his stats look really promising. Of course, his base attack is going to be fairly decent this time around at base 120, not bad, along with his base special attack at 120 as well, so you can run things like Explosion or Blizzard and still have a lot of confidence in using them. Now, its defense and special defense are both going to be base 80, very passable, nothing wrong with that, and its base speed is going to be 100. Now that I mention it, Explosion on a Mega Glalie, that's going to be stab, that's going to get boosted by Refrigerate. Nothing is going to want to take that. I don't care if you're a steel type Jirachi, you're not going to want to take that. Now, with a base 100 speed, that is completely okay. You get a sticky web up, you get some paralysis support with like T-Wave and whatnot. Mega Glalie does not look that bad after all. Now, of course, it's going to have things like Ice Shard to utilize. I believe it gets Earthquake, and it does get Spikes. So it has a multitude of roles it can play, whether it be a Spikes lead or Revenge Killer with Ice Shard. It has many things it can do, and looks very promising for the future. More than likely going to end up in RU. Can't really see it going up to UU, but we'll see. I really, this is all just my personal opinion. Of course, I can't predict the future. I can't tell you what the metagame is going to look like in a month or two. So yeah, I mean, I'm just really happy with what Game Freak has done with these many Mega Evolutions. But I am not done. We have got one left to talk about. Mega Rayquaza. Yes, Rayquaza, one of the most powerful Ubers, period, has a Mega Evolution. Of course, if you haven't seen the video, it will be in the description below. He's got the most powerful flying move of all time. The name of it, I don't quite remember. Should be on your screen right now. But let's talk about his ability real quick. Delta Stream. You're going to hop in there with your Drought Ninetales, your Drizzle Kyogre. Nothing's going to happen. Rayquaza says no. No weather is going to exist as long as Delta Stream, or rather Mega Rayquaza, is on the battlefield. So nothing going on with any Choice Scarf Kyogres, Thunders, Water Spouts, none of that. None of that's going to be happening. Now, onto his stats. Base 180 attack and special attack. No matter what you're going to be doing with Mega Rayquaza, you're going to hit like a truck full of nukes. Now, his base defense and special defense are also going to be 100, very passable, especially for something that's going to be hitting so hard. And his base speed is going to reside at 115. Now, of course, that's fairly decent in the Ubers. However, if you factor in the fact, a little redundant, but if you factor in the bit of information of Dragon Dance on Mega Rayquaza, or Swords Dance and Extreme Speed, it's not all that crazy. And with its special move pool consisting of things like Fire Blast and Draco Meteor, there's nothing that's going to want to really take an unpredictable Mega Rayquaza hit, because it can go physical, it can go special, it can be a really good booster, it can do so many things and still be completely viable with whatever you choose. However, Mega Rayquaza doesn't have it all that easy, because if you look at Mega Glalie though, there's nothing going on right there. Just a quick eye shot will take care of it. You know its passable defenses are going to take that extreme speed. Good luck, Mega Rayquaza. So you got a solid check already. But anyways, that is going to be the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to smack that like button. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts, opinions, concerns, and whatnot about these Mega Evolutions. Tell me your favorite. Tell me your least favorite. Whose design do you like the most? Whose design do you like the least? Anyways, once again, thank you all for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you all later.